Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to my first video in my Making Tarot Cards as Sims series. So this is a new series that I have been wanting to start on my channel where I'm basically going to come up with my own interpretation of each of the 78 tarot cards in a tarot card deck. If you guys are not familiar, a tarot deck is basically a tool that many people use to help better understand the deeper meaning and the spiritual aspects of their lives. So a tarot deck consists of 78 cards. I do intend to make a video on the first 22 cards in a tarot deck. These 22 cards are, in brief, referred to as the major arcana cards. These cards hold the most weight in a tarot reading. And as you guys can see from the title, today we will be starting with the Fool, which is actually the very first card in a tarot deck. It's not referred to as card number 1, but often card number 0. And before we jump into this Create a Sim video, I just want to give you guys a brief overview of what the Fool represents, because I am going to take the symbolic meaning of each of these cards into consideration when I'm trying to come up with a modern design of the characters depicted in the cards. So the Fool is usually depicted as a beggar or a vagabond. He's kind of that archetype. He usually is depicted in different tarot decks as wearing more ragged clothing, specifically stockings without shoes a lot of times, and he carries a stick on his back, and from the stick is hanging a handkerchief that contains all of his belongings. The Fool represents new beginnings. He's definitely an inexperienced person. He doesn't know what to expect, but he believes that he has beginner's luck. He is very skilled and adept at improvisation and believing in the universe and believing that everything will work out for the best. He is definitely an optimistic person, and some of the larger themes that the Fool brings to the table are innocence, leaps of faith, originality, and spontaneity. The color that is most associated with the Fool is the color yellow, and he is astrologically connected to the planet of Uranus as well as the element of air. So to me, the Fool kind of reminds me of Aquarius or Sagittarius energy, although I'm not quite sure that those two signs are technically connected with the Fool. But just so you guys know, I did have the energy of those signs kind of in the back of my mind as I was designing the Fool as a character. So if any of you guys are familiar with astrology, I figured I may just share that with you, just in case you were curious where I was drawing my inspiration from. So without further ado, let's actually jump into the Create a Sim process. Jumping right into the video here, I knew starting out as I was designing his face that I wanted to give him a chiseled and youthful appearance, because I think you guys can tell from the traditional tarot card illustration that he definitely embodies that golden boy archetype in terms of his physical looks. He definitely looks a little bit crazy and a little bit scary as I'm trying to get his facial structure and his features together, but as the video progresses, he starts to come together. Here I'm trying to decide on his eyebrows, and I went for something that I think gives him a slightly amused and relaxed expression. And for his skin tone, I definitely wanted to give him a little bit of a tan, a little bit of a bronzed look, because I figured that since he's on his journey and he's outside in the elements, he definitely will be getting a little bit bronze from the sun. He's not shy and he's not afraid of the elements. So I gave him a tan, although he is still, lighter skinned. I do plan on, for a lot of my other tarot card characters, for them to have different skin tones and for them to be different ethnicities. So that's pretty exciting. I get to experiment with that. I also thought that the one dimple instead of the two was a really good look for him, and I knew that I wanted to give him the blonde hair that would match his traditional illustration. Although I didn't have anything exactly like what his hair is like in the tarot card depiction, I thought that this hairstyle was a pretty good match for him. I also wanted to, like I said, keep his appearance pretty young, maybe late teens, early 20s, and I went for these flowers in his hair, and I know that it's clipping a little bit, but when I changed the color to this tan, I thought that it looked pretty good, especially from far away. And my reasoning behind giving him this flower crown was that I just figured since he's outside all the time, he would probably pick up, elements that he finds in nature to keep them with him, just because he is fascinated by a lot of different things, and I don't think that he would be one that would shy away from expressing himself and, you know, really staying true to what he imagines to be beautiful, his own depiction of what beauty is. So he doesn't really care too much about how other people may view him. I definitely wanted to give him something whimsical like a flower crown. And then going into his outfits, I decided to give him 2 outfits for his everyday wear. One being a more traditional, historical, fantastical outfit that you may actually find in the tarot universe as if you were living in the tarot cards with him. And then the second outfit and the rest of his outfits here are something that I would imagine a modern day version of him to wear. And you'll see it in a second here, but I decided to settle on this t-shirt that says, "Sorry Mom, I am so high," for his everyday wear modern version of himself, just because I don't think I'm ever going to be able to use that shirt. And I thought it was really funny and it would be something that he would wear because he's pretty laid back, lackadaisical. He doesn't really abide by rules and he likes to go with the flow and have a good time. Throughout his outfits, I stuck to a yellow color scheme because, like you guys heard, yellow is associated with him, as well as giving him pops of red because in his outfit in the traditional tarot card, it's a red and yellow tunic. So I wanted to kind of honor that. And then I love these butterfly pants for him. Once again, something whimsical. He's just a free spirit and he is not shy to express himself with whatever he ends up picking up along the way that he thinks looks cool. He doesn't care what other people think about him and he's going to wear whatever he wants. I tried to give him a lot of fun patterns and just casual dress because while he likes to express himself, he's not too caught up in looking polished. Although I definitely could have played into a little bit more of the whole vagabond theme. I wanted to keep him a little bit put together. I don't know why, I just felt like going this route with him. And then for his aspirations, I decided to give him the Renaissance Sim aspiration as well as cheerful, goofball, and clumsy. Because while he is really confident in himself as he's about to embark on this fantastical journey, he slips up along the way, he trips, he fumbles because, like I said, he's not experienced. So while it's more of a metaphorical clumsiness that the Fool card tends to represent, I thought that the clumsy trait was a nice homage to that. And he's definitely a sunny sim, a sunny person. The Fool card represents optimism, cheerfulness, happiness, a hunger and a passion for life. So I thought cheerful and goofball suited him pretty well. Let me know in the comments down below if you enjoyed this series. If you guys are into the tarot, let me know what is your favorite Major Arcana tarot card. And coming up next in my tarot series will be card number 1, because like I said, the Fool is actually card 0, and card number 1 will be another male sim. He's definitely going to be a little bit older, and I plan on making him dark haired and dark featured, so he'll be a lot different than our Fool card. So stay tuned for that, you guys. And then after that card, there will be quite a few female sims in this series coming up. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and until next time, take care and I'll see you then. Bye.